Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way for our 5 talking points. Another episode of 5 talking points. Another poor episode of 5 talking points. As FC Copenhagen face Manchester United, face the team we love, Manchester United, in the UEFA Champions League game week 4. And unfortunately, it didn't end. Listen, I could title this video in a lot of things. United capitulation, VAR, disaster, Ten Hag. What's going on? United are done. Standards are gone. But I just thought I'd title it as United capitulation. But before we get stuck into the video, be a big legend and hit that big red subscribe button. And please like the video and let us know your 5 talking points as well. Because it's hard to pick a 5 talking points, especially for a game like we witnessed yesterday. It is so hard to pick 5 talking points. I could have picked a lot. I could have picked a lot of talking points. This could have been 50 talking points show, but it's not. But yeah, let's jump in to the 5 talking points show. But before we do, I just want to say Manchester United started the game off very well, and then red card downhill. But as we know, of course, Manchester United did face Copenhagen in Denmark, in the Parken Stadium. So, as we know, the 4 goals for Copenhagen came from Elyounoussi, Goncalves, Leo Rager, and Rooney Bargi. And the 3 goals for us, 2 for Rasmus Højlund and 1 from Bruno Fernandes, who scored that from the penalty spot. Here are the stats. Copenhagen had 16 shots, Manchester United's 9. Both sides had 8 shots on target. Possession stats is in favour of Copenhagen with 51.8% to Manchester United's 48.2%. Copenhagen's XG is 2.24 to Manchester United's 3.39. Copenhagen's aerial duels is 36% to Manchester United's 64%. Copenhagen made 417 passes to Manchester United's 497. Copenhagen had 6 shots off target. Manchester United had 1 shot off target. So before I take the stats down, pretty kind of near level to Copenhagen. Obviously, the only thing we kind of beat them on is the XG and the aerial duels, level on shots on target. But it's what you expect when you have a man sent off and we capitulate. I do apologise for the throat. That sounds very hoarse. I do blame Manchester United, but I have a bit of an illness, so I'm dying. It's called Manchester United flu. But let's jump into the 5 talking points. Let's go. So, as you know, Manchester United, they went 2 goals up. We had a good start. We couldn't have asked for a better start in the game. We really, really couldn't have. Rasmus Højlund scored a goal, big 3 or 4 minutes in, and then in about 10 minutes later, I mean even less, Rasmus Højlund put the second goal into the back of the net. We looked like it was going to be a relaxing of Manchester United, pretty straightforward. Go and get the 3 points, maybe bring on a few, French players at half time. No, it's Manchester United do what Manchester United do best and make things hard for themselves. And we did have a good start. We had a very good start, and I don't know what happened. Rashford sending off. And I'm no excuse maker, when my team's not playing well, I admit it. And okay, we didn't play well, but we didn't play well after the red card. We have a rhythm going on there. We just, and it's I can't remember the last time we actually had a good start and scored 2 goals early on. And we done that, and I thought, okay, this could be 3 or 4, maybe even 3 or 4-0 here. We could be looking at happy days. And I wasn't to be. We made a mistake, and we left the Copenhagen fans. We woke them up. We woke the players up. And I know, listen, they beat us by referee mistakes, if you want to say. But we didn't play well. Post, Rashford, red card. But one thing I want to see from Manchester United is if we go a man down, or 2 men down, or 5 men down, you just have to keep it tight. Keep it tight at the back. If you have a 2-goal lead, it's not like you have to chase after it. We are 2 goals up. Hold on to it. Protect it with everything you can. Protect it with every single bit of your ability. you know, that's what you have to do. Protect it with every single bit of your ability. And we didn't do that. And it's unfortunate because I would have loving us to have a relaxing game. And it was so relaxed. We were playing well. We were defending all right. The midfield was sound. We looked a threat on the counter. And we just capitulated so easy. But again, no one wants to hear that we had a good start. You know, people know we had a good start. People want to hear the other remaining 4 talking points, and we will get stuck into it. I'm no excuse maker, but when I see, I'm not Mikel Arteta, but when I see something, I'm gonna talk about it. So let's start off. VAR. As you know, Rashford got sending off, and listen, I'm gonna say this: when I seen the foul at first from the angle now, it looked a nailed on red. Okay, and his foot did kind of get. I don't know which player was supposedly tackled, but his foot did kind of twist, go to the side of it. But supposedly, according to Twitter, a few on Twitter, Rashford didn't get sent off for the foot tackle that could have broken the Copenhagen player's ankle. Supposedly it was his arm. Now, if that's the case, that's ridiculous. Because we watched, was it Bruno Guimaraes, the game between Arsenal and Newcastle on the weekend when Newcastle beat them 1-0. I think it was Guimaraes. Whoever it was, you should have got sent off. If that's the case. So if that is the case, VAR have messed it up once again. And we're going to keep seeing these absolute shocking VAR decisions. It's not going to end. By me sitting here, or by any other fan sitting here, it doesn't have to be Manchester United fan. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. No way. But if that was the case, what the hell? But I'm still going to stick by, I think he got sent off because of Rashford trying to get in the foot onto the Copenhagen player's ankle. That's what I think of what was. Again, like I said, when I seen it from the when you see things from angles, okay, when you see things from certain angles and they're slow and you're not seeing the build up, you are going to see the most worst possible action. And the referee went to the VAR monitor, checked the monitor, whatever it is. When I seen that, and I said, okay, he's gone. Just from the moment, but there wasn't many build-up moments. There was just, there you go. We're going to show you Rashford with the ball. We're not going to show you anything else. We're just going to show Rashford's leg hitting onto the Copenhagen player's ankle. But when you look back, and I can see the people that are saying he should have been sent off and it was a red, I can see where you're coming from. And the people that are saying it wasn't a red and he shouldn't have been sent off, once more, I can see where you're coming from. No doubt about it. But he's protecting the ball, and it's like the Copenhagen player tries to go in, and Rashford is just he just uses the wrong movement at the wrong time. But I think he goes to protect the ball. You know, obviously there's a few other moments in the game. Someone said there should have been more than, 2 penalties. Obviously Copenhagen got one and we got one. There should have been more, a lot more looked at. I mean, there was a moment near the game where I fell down, and if you look at it, I think it was Copenhagen player, and I fell down, and I thought, you looked at it, I didn't think it was, but I thought there was 2 penalties given, which were reasonably soft. Now again, you look at the penalty we gave away, a head for Ryan's arm and Maguire's arm. Pick from the which one you want. That's fair enough. That's a pen. But the Rashford sending off, I think, is shocking in my opinion. Because you've seen it in the Premier League. When players make such tackles, they're gone. They're gone. They're gone. Curtis Jones versus Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham beat them 2-1. Is that a red card? Probably not. But so-called Liverpool fans forget when they realise. So when we back these fans saying, "Oh no, they don't back us when it fucks us over." So from now on if I see a decision, I'm gonna be like, "Haha, your fault." But VAR, again, I'll probably sound absolutely ridiculous, but I just personally think that the yellow is reasonably well. Again, his ankle did turn. I'm not gonna say when I first seen it, I thought red, but I'm not contradicting myself. But it was from the angle and the slow motion, and from what I've seen it at as well. There's no build up. It's just there. So, yeah. Let's move on. Let us know what you thought of VAR. I just think it's starting to piss people off. And again, it's no excuse. We lost 4-3. Fair enough. But it literally cost us the game. Rashford being sent off cost us the game. Because I knew when Rashford got the red card, I thought, shit. I'm done. Now let's move on to talking point number 3. Champions League in doubt. Well, obviously we knew we had to travel to the game last night against Copenhagen. And we needed to win. 3 points was the most we needed. A point was not good. A loss was not good. And what we didn't need is what we got. What we didn't need is what we got. And it worries you. You know, it worries that we're 4th place. So as it stands, the group Manchester United are in, it is Bayern Munich top, Copenhagen 2nd, Galatasaray 3rd, and Manchester United 4th. And I think there's a point in the difference between us and Galatasaray. And Copenhagen. Now, we're not out of it mathematically, but we have Galatasaray and Bayern. Galatasaray is going to be a tough one, and Bayern is going to be a tough one, even if they put out a second string team. Would I prefer us to be in the Europa League or gone? If we're speaking about money, because we will need it, okay, Europa League, take it, we need it. It's probably going to be our only hope of making it into Champions League football next season. But I'd rather live without it. Thursday, Sunday. It's handy to have Tuesday, Wednesday, or even a Saturday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Sunday, Tuesday, whatever it is. So, it is in doubt. We need to get, if we don't win again, here's how it is. If we don't beat Galatasaray, we're done. We're gone. Mathematically, we're probably not. But Copenhagen, if they beat Bayern, there's probably no hope for us or Galatasaray either. It's gonna be tough. I don't think we're gonna make top 2. I just don't. I really, really cannot see it. I hope I'm wrong, but I just cannot see it. Let us know what you think. Our Champions League is in doubt. If we do make it out, if we do finish top 2, we'll make it to the round 16. And I bet you this: if we don't improve before then, we'll get knocked out. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Now let's move on to talking point number 3. Talking point number 3 is there's 2 players in particular I didn't think played well yesterday. I know there's more than one, but Varane and Dalot are poor, which kind of moves me on to that's not the talking point I want to talk about. Sorry, lack of team mentality. Lack of team mentality. That's talking point number 4. Lack of team mentality. Victim mentality. Rashford got the red yesterday. I know I keep talking about it and I keep saying no excuse maker, but I'm not. Trust me. We have no team mentality. Like when we're 2-0 up, we had a bit of decency about us. We were going in for everything. Everything was going pretty swell. Yeah, we got away with a few things here, there, and everywhere. But things were going very, very well for Manchester United. And when you're sort of going a man down, we crumbled. Manchester United crumbled, and we've seen it in numerous games. We crumble. We crumble. We really, really crumble. We crumbled right when Rashford got sent off, and we crumbled in the last 5-10 minutes of the game yesterday. We crumbled, and when Copenhagen pulled it back to 2-1. Yeah, so when Copenhagen pulled it back to 2-1, I knew it. We're done. We're done. We looked done for. We didn't look like we had any goals in us. I'm surprised we scored a third goal and we're ahead. So this is how I look at it is. If Rashford was still on that pitch, we win that game 3-1. 3-1. We win that game. But because they have that extra man and the what's what I'm looking for, the tactics and the system and the game plan goes out the window. It goes out the window. It goes out the window. We were sticking to that until then. Now we have Luton on Saturday. And we'll beat them. Because we can't. It's the only teams we can beat are the lower teams. You can get away with this, like what happened yesterday against Luton and Fulham and Sheffield United and Burnley. That's how. That is how we can beat these. That's the only teams we can beat. That's the only teams we can beat. But yeah, let us know what you thought. Lack of team mentality. It's something I want to see improve. But let's talk about. We're going to end it off on a high. Lund. Solid. Honestly, this man, I actually start to feel sorry for the poor kid. I actually start to feel sorry for him. I really, really do. Honestly. It's like every goal the poor fella scores and we lose. You know? He scored 2 goals yesterday. Some would say, yeah, they were tap-in goals. Come on. Tap-ins. Fair enough. But he was there at the right place at the right time, wasn't he? And he still looked a bit of a threat when we were a man down. So he was solid. He's a spark. Out of all the players so far this season, he's probably been the best of them all. Especially signings. If we're in terms of signing as well, he's up there. Yeah, he has the odd bad game here and there, but sure, look. But he still tries to do some sort of tries to offer some sort of service, some sort of help to his teammates and the club. But he was very, very good. And now we have Luton on the weekend, and hopefully that there goes to give him confidence. Yeah, don't get me wrong, there were positives in the game against Copenhagen, and I hope we can work on these stupid mistakes. And then we have Luton on the weekend, and then we go have international break. We come back to Everton, then Galatasaray, and then it gets tough. It really, really does. So Luton is the game to kind of go into that, to bounce back and go into that international game. If that was Luton last night, we win. But because it's Copenhagen and we were away, we crumbled. We crumble in stadiums against teams who have a fan base like that. We crumble. And we've seen it time and time again. But that has been the 5 talking points for the FC Copenhagen versus Manchester United game. I would like to talk a bit more, but I know I didn't talk a lot more through the talking points. When we Trojans, actually, it dies every now and again. I'm better, but I need it for Saturday because I'm going to watch Manchester United play Luton, and I'm confident we'll get the job done. But that has been the 5 talking points for FC Copenhagen versus Manchester United. Please do hit that subscribe button, be much, much appreciated. And then yeah, have a good one, and we'll have the preview for the Luton game out on Friday. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you all on the next one. Peace.